Hello. Good morning, everybody. Happy Winning Wednesday to you. Hope you all had a great Mother's Day weekend. I know many moms follow me, and I appreciate all of your support, continued trust, and loyalty and your business over the last 19 years, guys. I have been blessed to be in a career that has allowed me to be serving the community for as long as I love to. I started in real estate 2002. In fact, I was actually studying the test the year my dad passed away. Um, It was a hard year. I lost my best friend. I lost my dad. But what allowed me to push through and what makes my business today is family. It's legacy. It's remembering what my dad taught us. The principles of being a successful business. It's making sure you know what your why is. And that's what I dedicate my business to. And that's why, like I said, to this day, my business is dedicated to family and legacy. So the Legacy Realty Group, no other better tribute to my business than giving my business and my brand the dedication to my family and my name. That's the name Legacy Realty Group, right? So, number one, being a successful realtor, understand what your why is. Who is your why? What is your why, right? It doesn't have to be a person. It could be a cause. And that's going to certainly help you. And now, at the end of the day, it's not just about being in real estate, because it could be this can be applicable to any business, any industry, as long as, again, you have your why. What is in your heart? What is driving you, right? So that's going to be your number one thing, is understanding what your why is, who your why is, and then making sure that you build a business plan, a model, and an approach that allows you to build around all of those things, okay? So number one, your why, dedicating or understanding or determining your why. Number two, having a business plan that allows you to have the steps or the ABCs, the one, two, threes, to allow you to be able to be successful, right? So making sure that you have a succinct plan that allows you to derive at your goals. So we will help you with, okay, if your goal and objective is, and we got to start small. This is just like anything else. How much money you want to make, how much weight you want to lose, how much money you want to make is going to be determined by, again, your plan and your action map. Okay, how are you going to be able to do that? And we can certainly help you identify this, because in some areas you're going to have an opportunity to make more than others, because what is the average price point, how many transactions you want to sell, and who is your audience. Okay, is your audience veterans? Is your audience seniors? Is your audience young millennials? Is your audience investors? Those identified audiences will allow you to determine who you or your price point and how much money you're going to make. Now, I will say this: money should not be your determining factor in being a realtor. It's being able to have the ministry and the passion and the drive to want to help and serve. That is what's going to help you be able to build more money and make more money in real estate. Because when you show you're committed to a client and their family's needs, you will then be able to hopefully meet the needs of the family, satisfy what they're looking for, and then ultimately they will in turn be loyal, successful to you, dedicated to you because you serve their family. I have several groups of friends or families who have been using me as a realtor for the last couple of years, and my name gets circulated around a lot of the times because I have been able to prove my dedication and my drive and my loyalty to that individual family or members or friends cause. Okay, their budget, what is their real estate specific needs, right? And so as a result of that, I have been able to been fortunate where I think I've had I think I'm probably around my eighth or ninth friend within a group of people. Hi, Miss Sophia. Hello, Marquetta. And hi, Miss Holly. So these are, again, this is going to be the core essential opportunity where you can prove that you are a great realtor and a great person that is allowing you to help their families meet their specific real estate needs. Okay. So I have a couple of friends that are all part of the same group, and they will refer me every one of their friends and families that is looking to purchase. Okay. And a lot of people know many realtors. Okay. So I feel very honored and blessed when people who know many realtors, or even a lot, I've had lenders who know a lot of realtors, and they feel the most confident that I will help their family and have the patience to help their family members or friends be able to buy a home. And so that's a very it's an honor and a blessing to be able to do that. All right. So making sure that you're consistent with your customer service, making sure you're staying persistent with the tasks that are involved in becoming a success anywhere you go, for that matter. Okay, guys, because what happens when you're not consistent? People tend to take for granted, just because you know somebody and they know that you're a realtor, they might not even honestly know you're a realtor, or they might not even honestly know that you are in the business that you're in. You assumed that they knew or they would support you. The reality is they may know a lot of people, or they may just not remember off the top of your head. So are you consistent with the DeMarcus, we'll talk, okay? We will talk. So the consistency comes into place all the time, guys. You've got to stay committed. I have people who are consistently in a coaching program that allows them to be pushed and probed and what's the other word? And just just kind of egged on to do better. And so even the best of us require and need a coach to help us through, because you never want to be complacent. That's the one thing I would say. You should never be complacent at where you're at. You should always drive and strive to do better and more every time. I remember when I was at the Tribune, oh goodness gracious. I was at the Tribune, I don't know, 1995 perhaps, maybe a little bit, I don't know. But all I remember is I went into the Chicago Tribune. I worked for the Finance Service Center. I was brought on and I was trained by two of the longest tenured employees for that group. And we had 3 papers. The Chicago Tribune owns more than one paper. I was overseeing the Chicago Tribune, the Orlando Sentinel, and what was the other magazine? Something was anyways, 3 papers, 3 payable accounts. I was working for the Finance Service Center. We worked in conjunction with the advertising agencies that ran a lot of, back in the day, the newspapers where you were able to see how well you were doing by how many ads you saw in the paper. So I was working with all the advertising agencies and the major companies with their display ads, okay? And so whenever you ran an ad as Macy's or any of those other companies back in the day, they had newspaper ads in there, Saks Fifth Avenue, Neiman Marcus. When you ran advertising, you were paying a bill, okay? You were in contact with the individual account reps, and there was 9 goals, okay? And 9 goals every month. And I went in, got trained by the best, and learned and applied my own little work ethic applications. And I went in, I did, I think, 7 goals out of the month. And then after that, every month I make sure that I beat it. And I superseded not just by the number of goals, but how much I collected for the company. So, and no one has ever in the history of that company allowed themselves or were able to meet all 9 goals. So what makes it so different? It's just, again, learning from those who are veterans in this company or in the company, in the industry. Follow some of the people who are great at what they do and apply your own methods, apply your own thought processes to get to the goal. Okay, follow the best, but then also implement your own strategies, because the reality is this: you are best at what you do, okay? Not best at what somebody else does, but learn and emulate from some of the others that are really good at what they do. But the one thing I will say this: be consistently persistent and persistently consistent, okay? That is going to allow you to really be successful at what you're going to do as a realtor. Always be learning, and then always be closing, okay, guys? When you're always learning is going to be an evolution, okay? When you're being an evolution, what does that mean? That means that you're always wanting to go out there and seek more information. I don't get driven by all of the reality shows on TV. I get driven by learning. I make a goal to actually learn something with technology every day, whether it's social media, learning a little extra tip on the social, I mean, not the social platforms, but the technology that's implemented. I'm always open-minded to hear more about different technologies, different programs that are available with, yes, it is very crucial for you to get on board with us today, on board as a realtor, because I am an owner of Exit Realty at Home. We are located in Pilsen, Chicago in Illinois, and in one of the hottest markets out there possible in Chicagoland right now. So we are bringing on 3 new team members this week, and we look forward to bringing on more, because Exit Realty at Home is the place to be. But anyways, so thank you so much for adding on that little information. So, but as far as things go, guys, being consistently persistent and being persistently consistent. Always make sure you have goals. Always make sure you keep making new goals to supersede them, okay? Being always willing to learn, and always be having a conversation. It's not always about I'm not trying to say it's about always being straight to the punch and hey, it's about selling every time. It's about serving. By you serving, you are able to sell eventually, because when you serve, you are helping meeting the needs of those clients. And then by meeting those needs of those clients, they're satisfied, right? When they're satisfied, they are going to love you, trust you, and be able to work with you and be able to refer more business to you. So, right. Anyways, it is a great time to be a realtor. Like Juan said, we are in an awesome market right now. It's an awesome market, but a tough market and a very interesting market, which is, again, why you should always be learning, because it's always evolving. The economy is always tied into how things operate in real estate. So when real estate is doing well, what happens? All of the other sectors do well. Finance, retail. We're starting to see retail getting bumped up a little bit more. I'm always listening to, is also in the background, a lot of times in my car. Yeah, sometimes we need to listen. I listen to a little music, but sometimes I also listen to it like noon. I listen to the business hour, listen to things that are important and relevant to the world. Like we're talking about how now gas prices are skyrocketing high. So now you're spending more money on gas. You're spending more money on, which means transportation gets involved, or even with materials, the cost of materials. If you're hearing and you're seeing the price of materials go up, those are all things that factor into, again, front and center real estate, front and center lending, front and center transportation, materials, retail, you name it, they're all tied in together. It's kind of like, if you will, a wheel with the spokes, okay? So really pay attention to that. And guys, I am always driven and motivated to see your successes, and I have had brought in quite a few people through the company, and I continue to stay loyal to the company. I found my home. My home is with Exit Realty. We are a company based out in Toronto, Canada, and we are the leading company that is growing by leaps and bounds, and we are growing, and even in an Illinois area and across the country. We are a international company, and we will be driven to help each and every one of you who are interested in joining the company, whether it's in Chicago, it's in San Francisco, Atlanta, Florida, you name it, we are able to assist you. And we are also able to assist you with even people that are outside of the country. If you're interested in Airbnb or interested in international real estate, we are able to assist you as well. So all that being said, reach out to me. I can always talk about real estate. I have a family member going through a health situation, and I was at the hospital yesterday at 6:30 doing a buyer's presentation. So you will never ever have me stop working real estate, because this is what drives me. This is what drives me and keeps me waking up every morning, outside of making sure that I care for my family. This is and myself, of course. This is what drives me, and this is what continues to wake me up every morning without alarm clock, by the way. I typically get about 4 or 5 o'clock, and my first mind is on real estate and on what I can do to better myself and help serve the community. So with all that being said, if you're interested in becoming a realtor, an investor, buying and selling, of course, real estate, I am there. I am your real estate consultant for life. In fact, you can reach me on my email address, which is realestateconsultantforlife@yahoo.com, or you can reach me out on my cell phone, and that's 847-420-5923, and I will see you to the finish line. Thank you so much, guys. I hope today's going to be a great winning Wednesday for you, and I am here for you for anything that you need. So with all that being said, hi, Abigail. I am looking up at a property for you right now as we speak, right before I got on the call. So I'll be reaching out to you, sweetie. All right. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day. And again, reach out to me. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.